Hey everyone, Dave Schiller with Aegis Wealth Partners here. I'm a financial planner. I hold the CFP designation. I'm also an enrolled agent, and I also hold a couple of designations in college planning and student loan repayment. And I wanted to talk about something that comes up quite a bit this time of year. We're in the part of the college planning cycle where students have, for the most part, determined which school they're going to be attending. They've committed. And a few of you out there may have started to receive their tuition bill. And if you haven't, don't worry, they will be on their way in just a matter of a couple of weeks. But I wanted to discuss something that comes up from both clients and people just reaching out to me asking, well, how are we going to make these payments? So I want to talk about a lesser known funding option. Most schools will offer an optional installment payment. And this is where you would set up a payment plan for the semester. There is a small setup fee, and you will need to do this each semester. It's a great option for those of you that are borrowing but are very conscientious about how much you have to borrow. So if you have some freed up cash flow, because your student is going to college now and there were expenses that you incurred when they were back home. If you can reallocate some of that cash flow to an installment payment plan, this can help you reduce the amount that you have to borrow and your overall borrowing cost for school. Now, some general rules. Again, there is a setup fee, and it's usually going to have to be reset each term or semester, depending on what the school's calendar year is. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to go to the school's financial aid page and find their installment payment plan information to see what are the eligible expenses. Most schools are going to allow you to pay tuition, room and board, but then, what is there after that? Every school is a little bit different, so you just want to be crystal clear on what expenses are eligible for an installment payment plan and what are not. The other thing that you want to know is, are these going to be monthly payments, or is it some other type of term? So, for example, Arizona State University, which is the school that I went to and graduated from, if you do an installment payment plan, they have 3 payments during the course of the semester. Now, if you have a student going to the University of Michigan, the payments are going to be on a monthly basis. But here's the thing. You don't need to pay the entire tuition bill. You determine the budget. So as I mentioned on the previous slide, if you have a student that had some sort of student activities when they were in high school, could it be dance? Maybe there was some extra tutoring that they were doing. My son played club hockey. So, there's expenses that you no longer have when they graduate and they're off to college. So if you're able to allocate some of that money into an installment plan, this is a great way to help lower the amount that you're going to have to borrow. And I mentioned Arizona State University, so here are the details on ASU. They have payment plans for the fall, spring, and summer semesters. For Arizona residents, if you're an Arizona resident, the setup fee per semester is going to be $100. If you are a non-Arizona resident, it's $200. And then when you get to summertime, those fees are going to be cut in half. And again, you have to renew the payment plan every semester. For Arizona State, it's going to be August 25th, September 25th, and October 25th is when you'll make the payments. And again, as I said, with Michigan, these are going to be a monthly payment. So if you do have questions, call the financial aid department. They're going to be really helpful. I actually called Michigan's financial aid department, picked up right away, super helpful. It also helps that we're at the end of the semester and kind of getting into summer. So ideally, you're going to want to talk to them, when they're not slammed with, with school starting in the fall. So, also plan accordingly when you're going to make those outreaches to the universities. So when a student falls behind on their tuition bill or other fees, a lot of times what will happen is the school will put them in an automatic payment plan or a mandatory payment plan. And so you just want to make sure that if you are setting up one of these optional payment plans that you are able to actually make those payment plans. So if you borrow less and then you're planning on making these payments, whatever they are, you just want to make sure you're able to do that, because then you don't want to have to get onto the mandatory payment plan. Going back to Arizona State, let's say that you can make 3 $1,000 payments per semester, and you do that for the fall and the spring semester. That's going to be $6,000 less you have to borrow. If you're able to do that for 4 years, that's $24,000. And so just running some numbers based on the 2023-24 school year, what the interest rates are going to be, they would save you $300 per month and $11,000 in interest over a 10-year standard repayment plan. So, like I said, if you're able to allocate some extra cash flow to this installment plan, you could see, this is real money, and this is really helping you to lower your overall borrowing costs. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you do have questions, you can reach out to me at the email below, dschiller@collegeadvisoraz.com. You can go to my website, aegiswealth.net. I have a form you can fill out and contact me. If you have questions, happy to help. As I said, I do college planning, I do student loan repayment. So any of those things that are any burning questions for you, I'm here to help. And hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.